is a Bramble Jam podcast. Hi, it's Friday, October 9th, and you should take the day off. Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome to Take the Day Off.
Little pumpkin ball this morning.
A little pumpkin ball.
5 a.m.
Feeling good on a Friday. Feeling good on a Friday. We are getting closer and closer to Halloween. We have a really fun week planned for you on Halloween, so stay tuned for that.
We do.
Lots of spooky holidays.
Take the day.
Take the day. Take the day. Take the day. Take the day off.
Take the day.
A lot of people think that Halloween is just a one-day thing, but the whole week leading up to Halloween, we got some spooky days.
And Halloween's on a Saturday this year.
It is.
Shame nobody can go trick-or-treating. It really is.
Kidding.
Take the day off, guys. We did it. We're here.
We did. Another week, another dollar. Another reason to take the day off. Start that weekend off right. This is not the best day. Just letting you know, straight up, this is a kind of a weird day to take the day off. But I've got some ideas.
Even more of a reason to do it.
That's exactly right. Before we dive into the day, this pumpkin is looking right.
It's looking so good.
It was paid for in part and in whole by the wonderful subscribers of Bramble Jam Plus.
That's right. We took your money and bought a pumpkin.
Without the members of Bramble Jam Plus, this pumpkin would still be homeless.
That's
so
right. You can give it in the arms of an angel.
For just $5 a day.
A month. The arms.
You can get yourself a pumpkin.
I will remember.
No, scratch that. You can buy the boys a pumpkin. You get nothing.
Yeah.
You do get something.
You do get.
I'm doing a bad job of pitching
Just
this.
a feeling
you get all
of a
the
job
shows.
well done.
You're getting all the shows completely ad free. One central feed. Getting a wonderful Facebook community. And
answer these take the day off questions.
That's exactly right.
Come on.
And you're also making our set look even better for those of you that are watching on the YouTube. So congratulations on that.
You're giving to a small business.
You are.
That's what you're doing.
You are. Every day is every day is small business
around
Monday,
here.
Small business Monday. I don't know what's the day.
Small business day.
Small
Today's
business
Friday.
Day. That's exactly right. But what's it's like around Thanksgiving time.
They do it like Small Business Monday or whatever, where you just shop there.
Shop here, shop there,
yeah,
shop
go get a
everywhere.
Bramble Jam Plus.
October 9th is the day. Moldy Cheese Day.
What
is the
holy
holiday?
Fire are we doing?
Moldy Cheese Day is today. We got a lot of reasons why you should take the day off. But the biggest question that I have is, how did this day become a thing? And I think the person who knows that is in this room.
Yes, he is. Or she. Trace, do you know?
Yeah, Moldy Cheese Day was started by A.J. Mallarney.
No, that's incorrect.
A.J. Mallarney.
No, it was not started
Had
by
a crush on him in high school.
Did you really?
Gave him the cheese.
What does that even mean?
No.
No, I don't.
Gave him the cheese.
Gave
God
him the
bless.
cheese.
Dan, do you know the history of this day? How'd you find out about it?
It's pretty, it's easy. In 1992, cinema changed forever.
Yeah.
With the release of the world-renowned hit Encino Man. Encino Man, starring Brendan Fraser and Pauly Shore. It's a caveman that's found. Pauly Shore kind of helps him out. He doesn't know the languages, but he's somehow in a school in Encino, California. It is a triumph of cinematic proportions. And in that film, Encino Man has to learn Spanish because he's in high school, duh. And in Spanish, the only line in Spanish, he only knows two lines in Spanish. One is, can I use the bathroom? The other line that he learns is, the cheese is old and moldy. That's the other line that he learns. Why, might you ask, that they decide the two lines you would need to learn in a high school Spanish class are, may I go to the bathroom, and the cheese is old and moldy? Well, it's because the director of Encino Man loved moldy cheese. He had it at his chair. He had it at the craft services. Everywhere you went, there was moldy cheese. The cast was upset, but they gave probably better performances because of it. That's neither here nor there. And when Encino Man came out and was the raving success that it was, it allowed him the money to start the Moldy Cheese Foundation, the MCF, which created Moldy Cheese Day. Back to you, Bran.
Yeah, buddy. I think that's about as good as anything else. I couldn't find the actual reason or the history of this day. Sometimes days just happen, and this is such a day. It is a moldy cheese day. Now you might be asking yourself, I'm going to ask Brandon a question. Brandon, why should I take a day off for moldy cheese? And I would say this.
This is easy.
If you are like most people, you have that drawer in your fridge full of cheese.
Yeah.
And you get there and you go there and you're like, oh, I'm going to get this cheese. And you never get around to using it.
Yeah.
And you have that day every once in a while where you're like, what's that smell? Mm-hmm. You go in, you clean it out. You're like, oh, I got some moldy cheese, throw it away. And I would say today, give yourself permission to cleanse yourself of the cheese.
So
that might be moldy.
We've taken two different directions with this because yes, if you have cheese like taco cheese in a Ziploc and you see mold in that, don't eat that. But also like there are some cheeses that mold is part of the cheese.
It is. It's true.
Like blue cheese is delicious.
So gross.
It's so good.
That is moldy cheese.
You can celebrate by throwing out cheese that's gone bad.
Yeah.
Or you can celebrate by eating some really high-class cheese that you wouldn't know anything about, Brand, like blue cheese.
Yeah, the high-class blue cheese.
Blue cheese.
You can also, this is true, if you have like, big blocks of cheddar and the outside's molding, you can trim that off and it's still good on the inside. That's exactly right.
I don't know about that.
Much like what my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. So I would encourage you to just kind of figure out the best way for you, depending on the kind of cheese that you have in your fridge. If you're somebody who has that bougie cheese, embrace the mold. If you're somebody who, like me, is a simpleton, figure out what to do, whether it's throw it out, whether it's cut it off, whatever trim them back, whatever it might be. That's going to take time. It's going to take time. It's going to take energy, and it's going to take time also to commit yourself to actually doing it.
That's right.
You're probably not going to do it right now in the morning.
So definitely don't do this and work in the same day because that adds up to the worst day ever.
It really does. It really does. But it's a day I think that everybody has to do. Everybody has to do this day. And
you have to. You can't go to work today, guys.
Today is, I think, the day to do it for sure.
This, I will say, there's some fights breaking out in the question of the day.
Well, yeah. We could have done a lot of things like moldy cheese, what's going on there, type of things. But you know what? Let's turn it around.
Are you fluff or nut?
Yeah.
Are you mold or cheese?
Yeah, that's exactly right. Are you fluff or nut was a
terrible question.
It wasn't a great question.
Bad.
Given the circumstances, it was like a fun way to ask, hey, are you...
When's the last time you've had a fluff or nutter?
Oh, it's been years.
That would be the better question.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Are you fluff or nut could have lent itself to some fun answers. It did.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
Okay, you say so.
We asked you yesterday, what's the best tasting cheese? Like, let's celebrate cheese.
Yeah.
What's the best tasting cheese? And we're going to get to that in just a second. But first, we're going to take a quick break here on Take the Day Off. Welcome back, everybody.
Oh, boy. I'm getting hungry just reading these answers about cheese.
It is Moldy Cheese Day, but we're going to celebrate cheese as well. We're going to celebrate the best tasting cheeses, if you will. We asked yesterday, what is the best tasting cheese? We got all sorts of good answers.
What's your fave?
I'm a simple boy.
Yeah.
I like a good Parmesan.
I
like a good,
shredded parm.
Many months ago on a special bonus for the Patreon community, I talked about my love of fancy Parmesan cheese.
Which is the shred.
It's just simply shredded Parmesan cheese in one of those Tupperwares that you can buy. I love it.
You just
there is time. Yes, I'll just straight up shove it in my mouth, shovel it.
I love this side of cottage cheese, which I do think is disgusting. I love pretty much all cheese, ricotta, blue, spicy, Chipotle Gouda at
Gouda.
At Publix is great on a sandwich. But I do agree with a lot of people here. It depends on what I'm eating. Like blue cheese is one of my favorite things in the world. Like blue cheese dressing with wings is just a match made in heaven.
Do you ever just eat cheese straight up? Do you ever eat like cheese sticks?
Yeah, I don't ever just do it intentionally. But what happens is I made homemade burgers this weekend on the grill. And I got some cheddar. I want to do a bacon cheddar.
Thanks for the invite.
I wanted a bacon cheddar. I don't know if you know, there's a pandemic going on right now.
It's just hey, we're right here.
You're right. That's true.
If there's literally anybody that I can hang out with, it's you.
Fair enough. It's true. Next time I'll invite you. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry. It's on me. I was wrong.
Your family's brought us food.
I'm sorry.
I'm sick of you using the pandemic against me.
I didn't think about it. I'm sorry.
I like burgers as much as the next guy.
Okay. So I went and I wanted a bacon cheddar burger. So I went and I said, hey, I want some cheddar cheese at the Publix. And they said, what kind? I said,
we literally just got COVID tested.
I understand. Why would you say that?
Just
to make sure we're good to go. Yeah, which we did.
It's for a project, guys. It's for a project.
Anyway,
just relax.
So I got the guy. We're never going to finish this. So the guy behind the counter was like, "What kind of?" I just want sharp cheddar cheese. I don't care. And he's like, "You know what cheddar cheese is really good? It's this Boar's Head black wax cheddar cheese.
Black wax.
And the paper outside is black. It's like $12 a pound." And I was like, "You know what? We're going big. Let's do it." So I got that. And I'm going home and I'm about to put the cheddar cheese on the burger. And I had a piece of it and I was like, oh my goodness. And it was hard to have enough left for the burgers because I just kept eating it. It was that good to eat by itself. But yeah, I'm on board with pretty much any kind of cheese. Cheese very rarely makes something worse. I'm on board across the board. And the answers are very diverse here.
They are.
Yeah.
I got some smoked Goudas.
Dude,
smoked Gouda.
Smoked Havarti is delicious.
Lots
oh my
of
God.
smoked cheese is apparently a big deal.
Have you ever had smoked cheese?
I'm sure I've had.
Smoked provolone's pretty common.
Yeah.
How about cheese dip at Mexican restaurants, says Amy. Does that count? And I say it counts.
Oh, I love some queso.
Yeah.
I love some queso. Michael Killen says this, the Violife vegan cheese.
Yeah.
If you're vegan and you're looking for a way to celebrate today, get yourself some Violife vegan cheese.
So there's so many different brands of vegan cheese. My wife can't have dairy, and so she sometimes eats Daya or Daya. It's a soy-based cheese that she eats sometimes. Violife is a good brand as well. There's a bunch of good answers. River says that you're a monster. It all depends on what you pair the cheese with, and she is technically right. Like every cheese shouldn't be paired with everything. Lori says triple sharp cheddar.
Triple sharp.
I've never had triple sharp. I've had extra sharp.
Sounds dangerous.
But I am in for some triple sharp cheddar.
Michelle says Boursin cheese, which I don't know what
I don't know what Boursin is.
Bour.
I've seen it.
SIN.
Yeah.
On Ritz crackers, she says. I do like a good cheese on some Ritz crackers.
Ooh. Colleen says, I'm from Wisconsin, and the best cheese is a fresh cheese curd.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and
that's true.
And she talks about what a cheese curd is. We know what a cheese curd. We went to Milwaukee, and the cheese curds in Wisconsin are bonkers good.
Cheese curds are
they're delightful,
amazing.
Yeah, Cookout down here has a version of cheese curds that's really really good. Man, I'm getting next level hungry with this.
I'm real hungry as well. I'm ready.
Jarlsberg cheese spread at Kroger. Tracy says.
Interesting.
That's bold.
Debbie says Roquefort.
Rochefort.
Rochefort.
Is it Roche?
It's R. She spelled it ROQ.
What about
UEFO?
Roquefort. Got to be Roquefort.
I don't know what it is. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
I'm learning all sorts of things today on Cheese Day. I'm not a big cheese connoisseur.
Oh, I love the cheese.
I'm more of a fluffer nutter guy.
Dude, yeah, you are. Gruyere, says Tracy Thornton. I've had a burger with Gruyere on it. Whew.
Yeah.
Next time I'll invite you.
Do you ever get cheese plates like as an appetizer? Is that something you ever do?
My wife loves a charcuterie board.
Yeah,
and
that's the cheese with the meats.
You got all the different cured meats.
Yes,
and you got something usually like a cracker or something. You got cheeses. Those are delightful. Mm-hmm. And I'll go with a charcuterie board if I'm feeling fancy.
I had a cheese board recently. It was had some cheese and then it had some honey on it as well.
Ooh,
which I think is a fun little thing to dip some cheese in.
Yeah. If it's a really sharp cheese, the honey could pair nicely with that.
Right.
Yeah.
With the board, maybe it's not going to take all day to go through your fridge and figure out the moldy cheese situation. So I would encourage you to go mask up and go to your local store that has lots of different cheeses. Whether that's like I feel like those like Fresh Market
Whole
and stuff.
Foods,
they have all those cheese. Lots of different cheeses. So go try some things out. Make yourself your own cheese board, and let us know what you're thinking about that.
This is a way to. Marin says brie. It's melted or in the rind. She just loves it. And would hands down be one of the things she would bring with her to she said dessert island. She means desert island, but dessert island would be wonderful as well.
In case those of you out there were wondering, hey, is Dan a jerk to just his friends or to listeners as well in regards to words? And now we know the answer.
I have met Marin in California. She's wonderful and delightful. She spelled it dessert. Marin, I love you. You're wonderful.
You just can't let people live, though. You just can't.
It's a dessert island.
It's just like
it's an island made of desserts.
You see it wrong.
To my burger party.
You see it wrong, and you start twitching, and you can't
You
stop.
would be surprised how many times I stop myself. It's more than you would think. I actually didn't do this to do a bit on making fun of her. I did it to ask if you could bring one cheese to your deserted island, to deserted island. What cheese would you bring?
Ooh, boy. I don't know if I would. Cheese to me is not something I want when
But you have to bring one cheese.
I have to?
Yeah.
You know what? I would say just like I like cheese sticks. My kid loves cheese sticks, and so I often indulge and have cheese sticks as well. And so that's like just something I do all the time, just eating cheese sticks.
So you're doing with a cheese stick.
So like maybe like a cheddar cheese stick.
I got you.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm a simple boy. I'm a simple boy. I could do that all day long.
Well, this was fun.
This was fun. Hey, take the weekend off, everybody. Go ahead and take the weekend off and come back.
If you eat all that cheese on Friday, you may need it as well.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take the weekend off. And we're asking you this question on Monday, so go ahead and think about it. Are farmers markets fun or overhyped? Why?
Ooh.
Are farmers market
I have so many thoughts.
fun
So many
or
thoughts.
overhyped?
Gonna save them for Monday.
We're going to get to that on Monday. Until then, we're going to leave you with the Palaha Coup from our good friend Chris Palaha. Until then, take the day off, everybody, and we will see you on Monday.
Are there aliens? Does a dark cabal rule us? I know one thing. You. Have a great day, everyone.
It's like he's asking for us to just be like, what? But isn't that the sign of good poetry?
I cannot make heads or
Isn't that
tails.
the sign of good
It
poetry?
makes you think. It gets in your noodle.
Yes, exactly.
And it
right.
doesn't leave you
That
alone.
Palaha is like a worm.
Oh.
He's like a worm.
He
He just in
Wiggles
through your
his
ear.
way in there.
And it's just like, sticks
Ew.
there. God bless.
Aliens and cabals.
Amen.